Hello guys, it's good to be back here once again. Adilola Shokoya here. Welcome to this week market analysis, like we always do every week. And also, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the men out there. Like someone say, the fathers are not always, we don't always appreciate the fathers, but on behalf of all the fathers out there, I'm saying Happy Father's Day to everyone. So I haven't said that. So let's look at what the market is. What the market did last week, and what the market is, what we should be expecting, this coming week. That as the market opens later tonight. So I got a mail from someone that really appreciates this little effort that we are putting in, my team and I. And I want to say thank you to Adeni Olakunle. God bless you. I mean, messages like that, help us to know that the community is really, really um supporting what we do. All right. So, but having said that, let's move on. So, last week on before the market opened, if you remember very well, we were actually looking at price around here. I'm actually on DXY. Don't forget, I always start, with DXY. DXY is, like I always say, is the dollar index. And like I always, mention that the dollar is the currency of the world, so it's important for us to pay adequate attention to it, right? So last week, on Sunday before market open, we are actually looking at price around 103, for USD index, and I said that if this bottom, this around this area, sorry, this support holds, we might, keep pushing up. But then, unfortunately, this support was breached. And then, we can see that, and that has already told us that the price has violated the support. So we should be coming down. I'm expecting, when the market open, for price to keep pushing down, probably come to this next minor support. All right. So the dollar has really been taking a hitting. It has been taking a beating. Like I've been saying, for some time, that the inflation situation in the United States is not helping matters at all. There's a lot of fundamentals that's going against the dollar, and that's why we keep seeing dollars, keep dollar keeps keep coming down. All right, so having said that, let's move on to what gold. Gold. If you're in our free Telegram group, I actually dropped gold last week, and a lot of people made money. And they posted screenshots. Someone posted a screenshot, from that gold signal. And like I've been mentioning, if you have not joined that Telegram group, it's free and it doesn't cost anything. I'm going to be dropping the link in the description. On that Telegram group, you can rub minds with different traders. I'm not the only one that drops, signals in the group. There are a lot of traders there, and some of my team also drop their own signals. The gold signal that we dropped, in the group, did very well for buy. When I noticed that gold has bottom around there, let's go to the 4 hour chart to see what gold is doing. Remember last week I was saying that this bottom, if this bottom holds, remember I mentioned that we already had there's one here, one, this supports, two, 3 and 4, and then this is the fifth one, which breach came down to knock out stop loss of people that already bought around there. It came down to knock them out, and then picked up and went all the way back up. So last week I think I called during the week, it was on Wednesday or so. I called the buy around there. I also entered that trade and I hold that price up to. I'm out of the trade already anyway. So but I'm waiting for price to breach this resistance, because there's a resistance here also. There's a major, I mean, there's a price has been bouncing off around this range for some, for weeks now. So I'm expecting price to violate, I'm already out of the market already for buy position for my gold. So two things I'm going to be looking out for. I say that I wait for a pullback around this area. If I see a very significant pullback, and then I see a bounce off from this support, I'll enter another buy position. But if I don't see a pullback, I'll wait for a breakout from this range, from this, there's resistance there from this price before I take another buy. Because gold can be very, very volatile. So it's very important for you to, if you are trading gold, for you to be very patient. If you are not a patient person, if you are trading gold, you're going to be taking a lot of stop losses, and your account will quickly dwindle down. So gold for me, I'm expecting, like I already say, a push out from around this range. This range, if you notice, there's been a lot of ping pong around this area. So I'll be waiting for before I enter another buy position. But this candlestick that we have here from this support looks promising, and it breaking into this counter trend line, tells me that we might see price come back and test this counter trend line before we see a continuation of the buy of the bulls. Right. But like I also mentioned, I'll wait for a clear breakout of this 1,980 this price before I start jumping on the buy of gold again. All right. So let's see what Bitcoin is doing. So Bitcoin is other. If you are listening to me, if you've been listening to watching my video every other week, I always mention that for me, for Bitcoin, my position has never changed. Especially since we saw like a bottom. Let me go to the monthly time frame. If I go to the monthly time frame, you see that we saw like a bottom sometimes in around 16,000. Yeah, this was sometimes early, sometimes this year. Let me look for the dates. Give me a minute. I actually want to look for the dates. This candlesticks. This was around February or so, March, if I'm not mistaken. you know, where price bottom around there. So until I'm still super bullish on Bitcoin. And like I always say for Bitcoin, what I always do is I do DCA, when I say pullback, I enter. And then we saw initially a price, kept coming down during the week from different news that we are hearing about Binance, about Coinbase, about the SEC, United States, trying to sue Binance and Coinbase. So price, there was a sell-off, and this support was broken sometimes this past week. But eventually, we saw that price, bounce off from around this 24,800, and it kept going up. And the news that also came out 2 days ago, that was on Thursday night, that BlackRock, is has filed for license to get ETF for BTC. So that actually pushed the investors, people that invest in cryptos. There was confidence, came back into the market, and people, rushing and started buying Bitcoin. So we saw price bounce off from break the support, this support from resistance, and went all the way up, based off that news. So, like I said, for the long run, for me, I'm super bullish on Bitcoin. And like I've been mentioning, if you listen to me, the world economy is not looking good at all. So, Bitcoin, gold, and other assets are like safe haven for a lot of investors. So people are pushing their money away from the dollar to all these other assets so that they can play safe and keep their money away from inflation. All right. So I would say let's look at what the currencies are doing. Euro USD. If I go into Euro USD, I quickly want to mention something. If you are in my community, you will notice that we have a course out. And also, if this is your first time of watching my channel or watching my market analysis, I quickly want to mention this. We actually have a course out, a course for Forex trading. But that course is not only for Forex trading, because if you notice the way I've been analyzing the market from DXY to commodity, to gold, to Bitcoin, you notice that, and what we teach in that course, cuts across every market. And if you understand it, if you understand price action, which is part of what we teach in that course, price action, top-down analysis, how to draw your trend line, how to enter a trade, how to take an exit, support and resistance, a whole lot of stuff, that is geared towards helping traders. Actually, even if you have never traded it before, if you have never traded forex before, if you have never traded any crypto before, that course will take you from a novice to a pro, and then you have a lifetime access. As in presently, we are doing 30% off. The price originally is around $99, but we are doing 30% off. So I'll be dropping the link in the description below. So click on that link and go and get it. Also, make sure you also join our free Telegram group. It's free, and like I mentioned earlier, in that group you'll be able to rub my with or every traders that we have on the group. Presently, I think we are about 1,400, if I'm not mistaken, and it's growing every day. It's growing massively. Right. So let's move on. So looking at currency, EURUSD last week before the market open, I mentioned EURUSD that I'll be waiting. I'll be looking for a breakout from here. There's resistance around there. I'll be looking for a breakout from there. Before I start shooting buy for EURUSD, and good enough that actually happened. Price actually came to test this trend line and went back up again. So for this week, I'll be looking for a pullback before I buy EURUSD again. So EURUSD, because the dollar index has been on the downward trend. So you see the major currencies like EURUSD, like pounds USD, major USD currencies, pair currencies have been on the upside. All right. So I'll be actually be looking for a pullback before I start taking another buy on USD, because actually we're actually in a buy zone. If I go to the tick chart, you will notice that after price bottom on EURUSD last year, this is September, price has been pushing up. So also what you have is that we have price, break out from this zone. This is the next buy, this is the next resistance, this is the major zone, and then price came back and touched it again, and then we'll be pushing up again. So I'll be looking for a pullback, like I said, before I start taking another buy position. And don't forget, I've always been mentioning, that price move from zone to zone. After the zone is breached, the next zone, this is the next zone. So, but then price will not just go up like I always say, we won't see price go up like this. So what you always have, you see price do this, come back, then probably test this. There's another minor resistance there, come back, and then go test this, come back, and then before we come back here, before we push, before we come and test this around 1.2. I like what somebody said. Somebody said trading currency, currency always, allow those latecomers. For example, if you're a latecomer to the game, let's say you're a latecomer to price, and you don't probably you miss all this move before. I mean, this breakout from there, probably you miss the move, and price came here at 1.10. You see, it came back there to support again, to support at 1.05, so that whoever is a late comer, can still buy from there. If you understand price action, you can still take your buy and follow price, right? So that's the beauty of all these zigzag that we always have in the market is for late comers. All right. So I would say that let's move to pounds USD. Pounds USD, if you look at it, it's always like the same pattern. The same pattern with if I go to the weekly chart also, you see that we see pounds, bottom around, there's a bottom here. And then pounds has not even touched the next major zone. Price is still going there. But we already see that there's a very strong minor resistance around there that price has tested for so long. And that has been breached. As you can see, price has pushed out of this resistance that we have here. So I'll be looking for probably a pullback to come and test this support, this resistance or support, before we continue that uptrend for pounds. All right, so let's look at pounds JPY also. The JPY index has really been taking a beating. As you can see, it's been crashing like there's no tomorrow. I mean, and if you are selling any JPY related pair, I mean, you'll just be eating your stop loss. So we saw a breach last week. I think I mentioned in that if I see a total breach of this support, but the support did not hold, because the news coming out of the JPY, the Japanese yen has not been very favorable. So we saw price keep pushing down. That's why if you check pounds JPY, it's been super bullish after this resistance was broken. And then if you look at it on the long run, that we've been seeing for months now, we've been seeing price bounce up from this trend line. this trend that I have here. Price comes a bounce, and we've been going up ever since. So I'll be waiting for a pullback also, because if I go to the monthly time frame for pounds JPY, you will notice that there's a support here. We actually have a support somewhere around trying to there's a support somewhere around there. There's a support and strong resistance somewhere around there. So as you can see, there's a support here. So and that support and strong resistance. So I'm waiting for probably a minor pullback. A minor pullback that will form like a support, another support, before I'm waiting for something that looks like this. Minor pullback from there. Probably form another support before we continue for the upside. So that's it for the week. So like I said, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and share, so that others can also share with your with your friends and family, so that others can also enjoy this market analysis. And also don't forget to join our free Telegram group. I'll be dropping the link in the description below. Also, our Forex mastery course. Traders know that the Traders are bull mastery course. We have 30% off right now. Don't forget to go and check out the course. Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you in the next video.